Good evening, everybody. So I just want to encourage the people that's around me. I want to encourage the people that's on my timeline, the people that will view this video. What a difference a year makes. Always remember that. When in doubt, always remember that on the other side of that darkness, light, light will shine. On the other side, always remember on the other side of that pain, there's hope for tomorrow. Just when you decide to give up or throw in the towel, always remember that if you keep on pressing and you keep on going and you keep on maneuvering, guess what? You will accomplish anything you ever want. You will experience better than what you're currently experiencing. I went through that in a few phases of my life, from teenager through high school, through my early 20s, through my military career. And I just want to encourage somebody to keep on pushing and to believe that, guess what? You don't need a full 12 months, but best believe, depending on how you believe, depending on the faith that you have, and depending on the execution that you do, man, the sky is not the limit. You can go further than the sky in order to achieve what you truly want to achieve. For me, 2020, February 1st, 2019, I was graduating basic leader course in the Army. I was at Fort Hood. Just got to Fort Sam Houston, my duty station, 3 months before. And guess what? I was graduating basic leader course, the one requirement that I needed in order to get promoted to a sergeant in the United States Army. Later that month, March 2019, I became the NCO of the quarter, which in the civilian aspect, that's like employee of the quarter for your job or your organization. April, the next month, got promoted to sergeant. Finally got promoted to sergeant, a leadership role, which was an honor. Then June, a couple of months later, I became the unit prevention leader for my unit. Got selected above all other sergeants, sergeant promotables, staff sergeants, and sergeant first classes in that organization of over 400 personnel to become the unit prevention leader for my unit, which is mainly I do the drug testing for my unit, like head and shoulders above the rest. When you have one little doubt, man, guess what? Don't doubt for long, because anything is possible if you truly believe and you truly decide. Summertime was looking great. I did some color guard events. Never did color guard in my life. That's the ceremonies where soldiers hold the American flag or the Army flag and do weapons and things of that nature for military ceremonies, man. Let me tell you something. I never did that stuff before in my 6 years in the United States Army. But I was selected to do different events where former presidents were speaking at joint color guard events representing the Army, while you have a Navy personnel, a Marine personnel, Coast Guard, and Air Force personnel are part of that same team and organization. October 2019 became the NCO of the year for my organization, which compares to the employee of the year for civilians in their organization. Listen, anything is possible if you truly believe that. And guess what? If you really put some work into that, you put some effort, just a little bit of action, man, guess what? Ain't no telling what you can accomplish. Don't let tragedy define you. Don't let mistakes hinder you. Don't let people or your surroundings dictate how you perform and how you execute and how you live your life. You can always make a difference. You can make a difference in a day. You can make a difference in a week. You can make a difference in a year. It depends on how long you want to compare, how long you want to work. There's so much, man. 2019 was a year to remember, man. It was a year to remember, and so much was accomplished. 2020, there's so much more that's going to be accomplished. This week, this Tuesday, I will be attending the promotion board. So I will be able to have the opportunity to become a sergeant promotable. Just 12 months ago, literally 12 months ago to this day, February 1st, I was graduating basic leader course as a corporal, so that way I can get promoted to sergeant. A year later, 12 months later, I'm attending a promotion board as a sergeant to become promotable for staff sergeant. Man, Lord is able, for real. Don't let nobody down talk you. You can't control what people say. You can't control how people come at you, but you can control how you respond. You can control your body language. You can control how you react to things. Tune people out. You are the company you keep, straight up. This is not the first time. This was probably the most accomplished time, or the successful time that I've went from a 12-year span. But I remember going back to December 13, 2016, where I received the field grade Article 15 with my first organization, which, for civilians that don't understand, I got in huge trouble with the Army, and I got punished for a situation, wrong place, wrong time. December 13, 2016. December 13, 2017, I was laterally promoted from specialist to corporal. I made 4 ranks. I went from a private December 13, 2016. October 1st, 2017, I got my specialist rank back. So I went from E1 to E4. And then December 13th, the day that I received my Article 15 and got in trouble with the Army, was when I was laterally promoted from specialist to corporal, which every specialist doesn't receive that opportunity. Every specialist isn't afforded that opportunity to receive that. And to not only receive that, but to be back in position in 12 months, to the day, to be able to have a new set of soldiers in a new organization within the same brigade, which is like the same company, and to impact different lives literally across the street, man. Don't think that your present is your forever. There's always hope for tomorrow. Never lose faith, man. Not only never lose faith, but never lose your drive and never lose your bite. Never lose your desire to execute. Never. I can go on and on from when I've had situations where within a 12-month period, I'll go back to my playing days. Like I was a sophomore. In high school. I was in great position as a sophomore to be able to start on a varsity level and to be a great contributor on the varsity level on a defense because of my hard work, my intensity. Life happened. I tore my groin muscle. The groin muscle is in the upper leg area, which is close to the hip area. I tore my groin muscle, man. 15, making 16 years old, tore my groin muscle just like that, a month before the season. What's up, young bro? I hear you coming to my neck of the woods in March, man, March 10th. I'll see you when you report to Army South, man. That's where I work at, in the S1 shop. I tell you, tore my groin muscle. Had to do chiropractic. Had to be on crutches for 10 weeks straight. My sophomore season did not go like I wanted to. Wasted season. It was a wasted season physically because I wasn't able to perform on the field and perfect my craft physically, but I was able to grow mentally. I was able to grow up mentally. I was able to gain confidence. I was able to show my first time in my life to show the ability to be resilient and to overcome some sort of tragedy. That following year, going into my junior year, I came back from my torn groin muscle. And I went back into the spring, and went back into the summer, and I went back into the fall. And guess what? I worked my freaking butt off. Everybody was out there. All my teammates was out there practicing and stuff, but I worked my butt off. I prepared. I did everything that I could in my power to get back on the field. Ended up changing the position and ended up starting my junior year over most seniors, which was an accomplishment. The best thing that I learned from that year, my junior year, was a brotherhood that I had with a couple of people that played my position. The Mike Navarres of the world, Curtis Tuckers, the Abrams, things like that. And we have a brotherhood. We don't talk every day. We haven't talked in months and years, probably. I know I haven't talked to them, but I know they're doing great things in their lives in the direction that they chose. But you can overcome anything if you truly decide. For my athletes out there, young athletes, high school athletes, don't let an injury bring you down. Be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. My soldiers that have received Article 15s, for my soldiers that are pending investigations, for my soldiers that have got demoted, lost rank, lost pay, had to do extra duty. Guess what? If I can receive a field grade Article 15 from a lieutenant colonel 10 months before my contract ends and go all the way from an E4 back to an E1, and within 10 months go back to an E1 to an E4, and then within a year dating back to when I got in trouble with that Article 15, I got laterally promoted to a leadership position as a corporal, man. Let me tell you something. And then now, going to a new organization in San Antonio, became an NCO of a quarter as a corporal, an NCO of a year as a sergeant. Let me tell you something. Don't let nobody dictate how you maneuver. Don't limit your expectation to other people's expectation. Don't limit what you can accomplish because of the crowd that's around you and the environment that's around you. Go get it. Go get it. Don't become a sergeant because you've been in 5, 6, 7 years. Be a sergeant because guess what? You meant to be a sergeant because you meant to be a leader, and you're chosen and you were destined to be a leader. That's your purpose. You wanna go to a certain school? Guess what? You go to that school because you are meant to go to that school. That's your purpose, to go to that school. That's your destiny. Don't let nothing or nobody dictate your life, your execution, your mindset. 2020 will be a great year. This time last year, I was prepping to get my little one, Jaden. This year, he's currently not here, but guess what? I don't lose hope, man. Things will happen how it's supposed to happen. But keep it going. Keep on believing. Keep on keeping on. For the adults out there, show some love. Show some love to our generation. Show the love to the little ones, teachers. Hug your students. Be hard on your students, but show them love. I'm tired of hearing that it starts at home with the students. What are you doing to control that time that you are around children, or you're around students, or you're around players? Bosses, CEOs, leaders, supervisors. Don't say, I'm tired of hearing it starts at home or it starts with the person. What are you doing as a leader? What are you doing as a model? What are you doing as a representation of the time that you have around your team? Make your team better. Be hard on them, but show them love. Chew them out, but congratulate them too. Tear them down, but build them up. It goes both ways. Balance. So I challenge everybody that may be going through whatever you're going through, or have gone through whatever you've gone through. And guess what? If you haven't went through nothing, you will go through something in due time. When you go through that something, keep up the fight, man. Keep up the faith and believe. Believe. Cry about it. Be sad about it. But don't be sad forever. Don't cry about it forever. You got to get up and you got to fight back. You got to get up and you got to stand for what you believe in. You have to get up and you have to pray, you got to believe, you have to have faith that it will come to pass. And after all that, you actually have to put some sweat, some blood, and maybe even some tears towards what you are called to accomplish. Handle business. Handle business. Don't let the business handle you. Go get everything that's promised to you. Go get everything that's promised to you. If you truly believe and you truly decide, go get it, man. Because ain't nobody going to get it for you. You can be whoever you want to be in this life. Children, teenagers, doesn't matter. The gender doesn't matter. The race doesn't matter. The background doesn't matter. The profession don't matter where you from. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever your heart desires to do. You can become whatever it is you want to become in this life. First step is acknowledging and identifying what that is you want to accomplish. Second step is believing and having faith that guess what? It will come to pass. It will come to pass no matter what. Third, don't give up at the first sign of defeat. Fourth, you won't be denied no matter what obstacles come your way. And fifth, execution, action, execution, action. Do something. Sweat it out, bleed out, cry out, and keep on pushing and keep on moving. Every day that you get an opportunity to wake up in the morning is another opportunity to get close to where you want to be. So it's up to you to decide. And it's only up to you to decide. And it's up to you to put yourself in position around the people and the things and the beliefs that's needed in order for you to execute what you're truly called to execute. Love y'all. Y'all have a good Saturday. And remember, what a difference a year can make, what a difference a week can make, what a difference a day can make, what a difference 5 minutes can make. You are not the same person that you was 5 minutes ago. You're not the same person that you was a week ago, and you're not the same person that you was a year ago. So handle business, do something about it, get better, and go get everything that was promised to you. Y'all enjoy y'all night.